Okay, so around 9 or 8 months ago, I want to say, I made a video called the best Roblox One Piece game, and in this video, I basically ranked every single One Piece game that I played. Now, as it's been nearly a year since I recorded that video, I've played a lot of new One Piece games, and so I figured for another video, why not rank those games? This is going to be kind of a tier list of every single One Piece game I've played, and let me just say, y'all know how much I love One Piece. If you haven't been watching, the current Wano arc is so good. Please go give it a chance. And yeah, this is a video I've wanted to do for a while now, so hopefully you'll enjoy. And with that being said, if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate if you hit that sub button. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so this list is going to be in 6 different categories, the One Piece being the best and question mark being the worst. First game I'm going to start with is I'll start with Pixel Piece first, since it's on the very right. So Pixel Piece I'm going to put at, I'm gonna say it's pretty good, because for those who haven't played Pixel Piece, it's basically like every other One Piece game, except it does have the added bonus of being completely pixelated. So while it is just like every other One Piece game, it is unique, and they did put a little bit more effort into it than the other games, so I'd say it is a pretty good game. I'm not gonna put it at amazing or the One Piece, because I truthfully don't think it's there yet, but I can't put it at average, because it's not an average game. A good amount of work has been put into it, the map is very big, it looks good, all of the skills and fighting styles look good, the boss fights are fun. Yeah, the game's really unique. I really can't talk any trash about Pixel Piece. It's a pretty good game, I'd say. Next up, we have One Piece Second Dawn, and I'm gonna put this at, see, the thing with One Piece Second Dawn is the game is kind of unfinished, so I can't really say too much about it, but if I had to say, I'm gonna put it at has potential for now, because the game is really unfinished. One thing I will say is they definitely have a really unique One Piece combat. It does feel a lot more canon to the show than a lot of other games, so they're definitely doing the right thing as far as that goes. For those who haven't tried One Piece Second Dawn, I do think it's worth at least playing once or twice. It is actually public right now, so I'm gonna link that in the description, so if you want to try that, feel free to. Next up, we have One Piece Final Chapter. I have to put this up at the One Piece, man. I'm sorry. Now, I'll be honest, compared to a lot of the games on this list, I didn't actually play One Piece Final Chapter too much, I won't lie to you guys. However, this was the first One Piece game on Roblox to do a good Gear 4th. I remember when I was a little bit younger, I think 4 or 5 years, I used to watch all the YouTubers videos about Gear 4th and One Piece Final Chapter, and this One Piece game looks so good. All the different hockeys, it was really just a fun game. Now, of course, if this game released now, I'm not sure if it'd hold up as well, seeing as people are getting really tired of the bandit beaters, but for its time, this was a great One Piece game. Yeah, I gotta put this at the One Piece. I mean, it literally had everything you would expect from a One Piece game. Good hockey, good abilities. I think that this game actually still has the most unique, or at least the most well-made Gear 4th on Roblox. The only Gear 4th that I can think of that might be better is maybe Foyu's or a One Piece games, but I still think that this is the best in my personal opinion. Next up, I have a One Piece game, and I'm gonna be straight up, I'll put this at average. This game has a really cool Gear 5th, but that's about it. If not for this game's Gear 5, I probably would have just put it at question mark. Actually, I can't even say that, because the game's not bad. It's just a pretty average One Piece game in every sense. There's nothing too unique about it. The game really doesn't have any special qualities or features that make it stand out, but other than that, it's really not a bad game. It is, I guess, fun if you find that type of stuff fun. What I will say is they are really good at doing unique updates that no other One Piece games do. Like, for example, I think they actually just added in Lunarians to the game, and that's something that no other One Piece game on Roblox has done that I know of, so they are really good at doing consistent, unique updates. Next up, I have Road Piece, and I don't think you guys are gonna like where I rate this game, but I gotta put Road Piece at pretty good. And for everybody saying, okay, Chris, you're putting Road Piece above a One Piece game, above One Piece Second Dawn? Yes, the reason why I'm doing that is because at the time that this game came out, Road Piece really was a good One Piece game. I mean, even if you go to the game's visits, you're gonna see that the game has, I believe, nearly 120 million visits, because when it came out, it was a good game. Obviously now the game doesn't look nearly as good, but that's only because now it's like 7 or I think like 5 years old, so it's a really old game. But when it first came out, it was just fun as hell and it looked good. But if I had to rate the game based off our standards today, I'd probably obviously put it down here in question mark, because, you know, it doesn't look as good as the games we're getting today, but that's just because a lot of time has passed. Okay, next up we have Blox Fruits, and this is another game where I have to put it at the One Piece. Even if I didn't like Blox Fruits, which I'm not gonna say I dislike it, but it's not my favorite game, I gotta put it there personally because of how much content the game has. For a One Piece fan getting into Roblox who has no issue with sitting there and beating up NPCs for hours, Blox Fruit is an amazing game. I mean, the amount of content that the game has, I feel like I could sit there and play for a few months without running out of stuff to do, which is crazy, because if you look at games like GPO, that's not the truth. But yeah, Blox Fruits, it has, honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it has pretty fun combat. I never thought I'd say that, but I did record a few Blox Fruits videos a few weeks ago, and I did enjoy the combat with my friends, so it's not really as spammy as I thought it was. It has fun combat. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do. It's just filled with content. You're never gonna get bored if you're playing Blox Fruits unless you're just not into that type of game. Yeah, next up I have Steve's One Piece, and I gotta say this was literally my favorite One Piece game for so long. This is another one of those really old games that a lot of you watching right now probably don't even know, probably never saw this, but this was one of the OG One Piece games. I used to come home from school every single day and hop on this. Personally, I gotta put Steve's One Piece at the One Piece. I feel like a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, but really, I mean, it's Steve's One Piece, man. That game was my childhood. Obviously now, just like Road Piece, if I had to put it down here, I'd probably put it down there, but for its time, I think Steve's One Piece, actually, you know what, I'm gonna put it at amazing. I feel like One Piece Final Chapter and Blox Fruits each have qualities that make it better, but nostalgia, I'm putting it at amazing. I love Steve's One Piece. Next up we have GPO, and I'm gonna put GPO at the One Piece purely because even though it is pretty much an average One Piece game, just like a One Piece game, it is unique in the fact that it looks beautiful. GPO is one of the first anime games on the platform to go in the direction that they did as far as graphics. It is just an average One Piece game, but it looks really, really good while being an average One Piece game. So I think that's what makes GPO the One Piece level for me. The combat, if you haven't been playing it for a full year or even 2 years now like me, it can be really fun. If you're new to it, it's gonna be exciting. If you've been doing it for a while, it'll probably be pretty boring. They are trying to do new unique updates like with the new Battle Royale mode, so I gotta give them props for that. It's overall a pretty good One Piece game, I can't lie. The combat can be a little spammy and it can get kind of boring pretty fast, but other than that, GPO is a great One Piece game. Next up I have True Piece, and this is going straight to question mark, question mark, question mark. This is a game that came out a little while ago, and when it came out, pretty much every single content creator, including me, was just hating on this game, and yeah, it's only even on this list because it got that much publicity as just being a bad One Piece game. I'm gonna just leave that there. Next up we have Pirate Lineage, and I'll put this at average. The game wasn't bad, but nothing was too unique about it other than the roguelike aspect they were going for. It was cool and it definitely was different, but it didn't feel executed well enough to the point where I can put it in a pretty good or a has potential. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do it like that. I'll put it at has potential, but it needs a lot of work, I won't lie. Next up we have 1C, and I feel like this game had a lot of potential, or still has potential. I think it's a great One Piece game and I'm excited for the future of it, but until we do see something from them, I mean, I will say I like the unique way they took a One Piece game, kind of making it more like a Pirate Warriors type of game, so I like what they did there. I do like what they did there. They made it very unique and I dig that. And finally we have Worldwide, and I really don't know where to put this game. I'm gonna put it at pretty good, but I also think it should be in has potential, because while this game, even though I was only able to test it for a little bit and it was very, very basic from what I was able to actually test, I feel like this game is going to be one of my favorite One Piece games when it eventually does come out. Okay, and the last game that's not actually here for some reason that should be here is One Piece Blue, and that is at the top of the One Piece list. One Piece Blue is the best One Piece game I have ever played. I'm not even gonna go into depth on that since I've done it in every single One Piece related video I do. One Piece Blue is an open world roguelike adventure type One Piece game. You literally had to explore the map. You weren't told anything, no information was given to you. You had to explore and figure everything out for yourself. One Piece Blue was a GOAT. I love that game. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. This has been my best Roblox One Piece game. I guess I'll do another one of these next year, and I will see y'all on the next one. Later.